perfect!
Hi guys, this is Movie Crank, and today we're gonna talk about the new movie Twisters. But before we're gonna dive into this one, I'm gonna give you a summary of the plot. The movie starts with Kate, who is a leader of a gang of tornado hunters, consisting of her friends and her boyfriend. They're working on a project in Oklahoma to actively stop tornadoes from causing further destruction once sighted. When field testing this new method on a presumed moderate tornado, the device fails and the storm turns out to be much more dangerous, killing Kate's boyfriend and the majority of the group. Once the storm disappears, only Kate and the radio guy Harvey, who's in safe distance, survive out of the group. Years later, Kate works at a weather research company in New York and struggles to leave the events of the tornado and her friend's demise behind her. Then out of the blue, she gets a message from Harvey, who's got funding from a new company he works for. He's trying to recruit her for her knowledge about stopping tornadoes, and she reluctantly agrees. Kate finds herself back in Oklahoma, but this time, she's not alone. A new group called Tornado Wranglers, who are famous for live streaming their taming of strong whirlwinds on YouTube, make a splash in the scene. The Wranglers compete with Javi and Kate and cause quite a bit of chaos. First baffled by their head honcho Tyler's ballsy behavior, Kate finds out that things are not what they seem to be and goes rogue. The actors are very likable and portray the lifestyle of tornado hunters very well. They did a good job on keeping it fairly close to the first movie, Twister, and it does the movie only favors. The fun in this one, especially from the whole Tornado Wrangler team, is unmatched. The YouTube live video coverage is hilarious and just batshit crazy. You see how much the actors enjoy their time on set, and sometimes it even feels like it's some BTS footage. And I mean it in the best way possible. I love it. Special shout out here to Glenn Powell. This guy is an actual movie star. There wasn't much spectacle about him in the media, but he can actually helm a movie by himself, no problem. I'm gonna say it's nice to have an actor of a new generation who makes a new movie appealing again. But it's not entirely his effort. The story is also intriguing. It's not gonna win any awards, but it's interesting enough to care for the characters and their motivation. It gives the whole spectacle purpose, and it isn't written to have an excuse for tornadoes on the big screen. The only gripe I have with the writing is Tyler's team suddenly disappearing and the tornadoes stopping for the time Tyler and Kate hang out at Kate's mom's house. I get that the focus is supposed to be on the character development of the two stars, but I would have liked some updates of the outside world during that time.
What year is it?
From the other scenes, it seemed like there was a new tornado every day. I could be wrong though. The realism is very stretched in this one, just like it is in its predecessor. The strength of the tornadoes and the impact they have on the surroundings vary a lot. In no way should this be an accurate depiction of how tornado disasters actually play out. The realism is right next to the Fast and Furious franchise. I know for some this could tarnish the movie a little. For example, Tyler's truck. Look, I'm a Ram truck fan as well. But the thing, no matter how hard it's reinforced, it's gonna fly if the tornado sucks an 18-wheeler and a house into the sky. It's flip-flopping and non-consistent. On the upside though, the special effects are good quality and not too over the top to make them seem cartoonish. The first film had some wonky CGI, which sticks out like a sore thumb these days. This one, on the other hand, makes the tornadoes menacing and manages to keep the tension for the duration of the movie. I have to admit though, sometimes the movie is basically one big Dodge or Ram Trucks commercial. Look, I think it rocks, but I guess for fans on the other aisle, it may be a bit weird that the only cars which get to do something are from Dodge. If you ask me,
I see this as an absolute win.
Because there's one thing which skyrockets this movie to the top of my list, which is Tyler's Ram Truck. You know how hard it is to sell merch outside of Paw Patrol and the MCU to kids nowadays? Now if I was a kid, right now, screw it, as an adult, I want Tyler's heavy-duty Tornado Wrangler Ram Truck. I prefer the real thing, but give me the toy as well, I don't care. The truck in the first one was already impressive, that good old second gen Ram. But this thing is the next level.
Nothing is more powerful than a young boy's wish. Except an Apache helicopter. An Apache helicopter has machine guns and missiles. It is an unbelievably impressive complement of weaponry. An absolute death machine.
It's reinforced, so it's heavier. Got drills to stay in the ground. Rockets to shoot up the tornado's ass. Yep, they said that in the movie. Blame them, not me. I'm in love with this thing. Yeah, this movie really rocks. And it does so in different tunes. The soundtrack is spot on for the surroundings of rodeo, truck stops, and the small towns in Oklahoma. Sets the mood from country rock to campfire songs and everything in between. But if you're not into country, you're gonna have a bad time. I'm sorry. Me though, I'm gonna go to Spotify later on to add the playlist to my collection. Since we're talking about the theme in this movie, it's just so lighthearted and well-spirited. After all this partisanship in recent shows and movies, It's a welcome change to just leave the deeply split and mean world for 2 hours behind and have some fun with the tornado hunters. The guys in this movie really spark some hope for humanity. They try to help people and they don't care about their affiliation. They just make sure that they're safe, and I think we all deserve more movies like this one. All in all, this movie was some plain refreshing fun. I was rooting for the Wranglers, I was laughing, I was on the edge of the seat when the storms were obliterating everything around them, and I got a new truck that's gonna live rent-free in my head for the next weeks. I'm happy this movie exists, and I think you should definitely give it a watch. Thank you for hanging in there till the end of this video. If you like this review, please consider giving it a like and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Also, I'll be putting out more videos in the future, so stay tuned. Till then, bye.